Well, here we are at the First Union Center for the start of tonight's game with the Philadelphia Flyers and the Montreal Canadiens. Time for hockey. Greetings. I'm Bill Peterson here with Mike Weiss, ready to call all the action.
Well, there's no love lost between these two teams. The Flyers play a hard-hitting game, but it's always a good matchup when they face the Canadiens.
Injuries plagued the Canadiens last year, and they still made the playoffs. Now, if they stay healthy, they could look like the Montreal teams of old and put the 25th Stanley Cup banner up in the Bell Center.
Nothing less will do in Montreal than hoisting the Stanley Cup one more time. The Canadiens have a winning record over the past 10 games. Let's see if they can keep winning.
And now, your Philadelphia Flyers! At center, number 97, Jeremy Rowan. At left wing, number 10, John Leclerc. At right wing, number 8, Mark Recchi. Number 5, Kim Johansson. And in goal, number 32, Roman Cechmanek.
The Flyers have been doing very well lately. Let's hope they continue to win.
With Philadelphia's streaky postseason play, this season could turn into a soap opera. The Flyers need to keep the drama to a minimum if they're going to figure out how to make it out of the first round of the playoffs.
As scary as the Flyers are, they still got bounced from the first round of the playoffs last season. They'll be looking to heal those wounds and take out their frustration on the rest of the league. Koivu's the type of playmaker that makes those around him better. After his bout with cancer, Koivu is poised to return to glory and lead his team night after night. Wherever he goes, JR is the team leader, no questions asked. He leads by example, playing a tenacious and unrelenting game of skill and skating night after night. He's definitely one of my favorite players to watch.
Koivu sends it to the left wing. Zednik carries it past the blue line. He isn't letting the shooter see any daylight behind him at all. He lets the slap shot go. Surek passes over to Brisebois. He sends it over to Petrov. Brings it past the red line. Brings it past the blue line. And he's checked by Weinrich. Recchi carries it over the blue line. He takes the backhand shot. The puck hits the crossbar. Can you walk us through that sequence, Mike?
Whoa, the clang of the puck off the post could be heard all the way up here, Bill.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. Primo sends it off to Gagne. Williams plays it up to the center. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Traverse. McKay passes it over to the left wing. Audette takes it past the blue line. Williams moves it to Primo. Passes over to the left wing. Gagne sends it up to the center. Primo passes it to the right wing. He sends it back over to Williams. Kilger sends it back over to Travers. Sends it back to the defenseman. Moves it back to Quintal. Dackel plays it up to the center. He lets the backhand check go. Kilger sends it over to the right wing. He makes the save. Rivet passes to the defenseman. Markov sends it to Tchaikovsky. Carries it past the blue line. Passes it over to Juno. Brendel sends it in front to Weinrich. Markov brings the puck to the zone. Rivet passes it over to Tchaikovsky. Czechmanek logged a nice save there, Mike.
Roman Cechmanek has trouble showing he can be the #1 guy. He's young, but needs to show the consistency of a top netminder. More confidence from his coaches and his ability would probably help.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Roenick sends it to the left wing. Leclerc moves it back over to Weinrich. Koivu sends it up to Petrov. Recchi passes it to Weinrich. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Czechmanek. Brings it over the red line. Brings it over the blue line. Passes it across. Oh, he scored! Very tough.
Hey, you know, even some of the best goalies have had a bad streak now and then. Oh, yeah, a little justification for the old coach and the strategy, eh?
I don't think he's that old, Mike.
Philadelphia
Anzus
goal scorer
brings the puck
by
into his
number
zone.
10, John
Brings it past the blue line.
Assist to number 8, Mark Recchi.
McKay slides it to Perot. Takes the
And
puck
to
up to
number
the zone.
5, Kim Johansson. Time of goal, 6 minutes, 35 seconds.
Czechmanek looked good on that last save, Mike.
Roman Cechmanek was the top netminder in the Czech League 6 straight times.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. And he takes a wrist shot. Glove save! Audette brings the puck up. Rivet sends it back to Markov. Primo passes to Williams. He blows the whistle for offside. Primo can't believe he didn't score there. What a great save. Murray moves it back to McAllister. Brendel passes it to Ranheim. McAllister takes it past the red line. Carries it over the blue line. He relays it over to Brendel. Save by Theodore. Kilger sends it up to the center. When the rest of the defense fails, it's nice to have this guy to fall back on. Theodore leads all goalies in lowest goals against average with 1 point, 958.
Theodore has a low goals against average. His teammates must love him.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Juno sends it in front to Tchaikovsky. Boulis carries it past the red line. He plays it up to the center. Rivet carries it over the red line. Leclerc sends it to Recchi. He passes it to the left wing. Arian passes it off over to McAllister. Roenick sends it back to the defenseman. He moves it over to Recchi. Rivet passes over to Tchaikovsky. Brings it past the red line. McAllister moves it to Fedoruk. Brings it over the red line. Hanzus sends it on to Brashear. Fedoruk plays it up. Puck fired! Goalie down!
You know, most teams don't get more than a couple on this guy. I'd say their coach has some choice words for him about that goal.
The pass hits him right in stride, and a nice one-timer by Hanzus.
Philadelphia
Koivu takes the puck up.
Number
Pass
26.
to Zednik. Sends it across over to Petron. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save. Hope he can keep this up for the next two periods. Well, some teams will beat themselves if you wait long enough, but not the Flyers.
The Flyers are good at avoiding the box. They'd rather spend their time out in the ice.
45 seconds.
We've got a face-off to the left of Czechmanek. Gagne brings the puck to the zone. Weinrich sends it to his defenseman. Williams brings the puck up through the zone. Passed back over to Gagne. Save! Theodore sends it to Audette. He passes it over to Perron. Takes it past the blue line. He sends it on. It goes in! McKay scores top shelf!
This goalie's routinely out of position, so giving up goals is nothing new for him. He looks like a man whose players are finally doing what he asked them to do.
That's a pretty one-timer for the goal by McKay.
That was high and hard to get past the goalie.
Montreal goal scored by number 21, Randy McKay. Assist to number
McGillis
94,
makes a long
Yannick
pass to
Perreault.
Brindle.
And to number 82, Donald Audette. Time of goal, 12 minutes, 20 seconds.
Murray sends it back to Desjardins. And he takes a wrist shot. Brisebois passes it to the right wing. McGillis sends it back to the defenseman. Anzus carries it past the red line. Sure sends it up to the center. Gilmore takes it past the red line. Dackel plays it up to the center. Passed into the corner. He passes back to the defenseman. Theodore passes it to Rivet. He passes it to the right wing. Dackel carries it past the blue line. He takes the backhand shot. He passes it to Gilmore. Passes over to the left wing. Vicious check by Leclerc. Travers sends it over to the right wing. Dackel sends it up to Kilger. Centering pass over to Gilmore. We're going to see a roughing penalty on Ronan.
Answer the trivia questions.
The upcoming power play could change the outlook of this game, Bill.
Answers in the drawing barrel. You could be at a fantasy hockey camp with the legends of hockey.
Face off to the left of Czechmanek.
Philadelphia penalty to
Koitman
number
moves
97.
it back over to Sure.
Jeremy Roenick.
He sends it up the center.
For roughing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 58 seconds.
Brisebois passes it to Petrov. Koivu brings it over the blue line. With saves like that, you hardly notice they are a man down. Sure passes it to the right wing. Brisebois sends it over to the right wing. Petrov slides it to Koivu. Penalty over. Recchi takes the puck up through the zone. Passes over to Petrov. Carries it over the red line. Brings it past the blue line. He plays it back over to Koivu. Primo brings the puck up. Brings it past the red line. Carries it over the blue line.
1 minute remaining in the first
Koivu
period.
takes the puck up. Petrov takes it past the blue line. He takes the slap shot. Markov carries it past the red line. Czechmanek passes to Therrien. Brings the puck up through the zone. Play stops as he covers the puck. The Philadelphia Flyers are leading here. Mike, tell us a little more about that.
The Flyers have historically been great at home, and they continue to dominate in Philly this season as well.
And he takes a wrist shot. That was a hard hit by Bullis. The Philadelphia Flyers hold the lead after period 1, 2-1. Walk us through the first period stats, Mike.
The Canadiens haven't converted their power play scoring chances, Bill. They need to do that if they want to win. The shots on goal are pretty even, Bill. The Flyers are playing physical. They need to keep this up for the win.
Let's go down to the ice for the drop of the puck. Koivu brings it over the red line. Recchi brings the puck through the zone. Brisebois passes it to Surrey. Zednik sends it up to the center. The Montreal Canadiens are trailing. In general, Mike, what does this team need to improve this year?
Everybody knows the Canadiens can stop the puck, but what these guys need is a boost on offense.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Primo sends it back over to Williams. That was a great stop by Theodore. McKay takes the puck up through the zone. Brings it over the blue line. Gagne sends it over to Primo. Penalty on the Philadelphia Flyers.
Well, that penalty's going to put them on the power play.
We've got a face-off to the left of Czechmanek.
Philadelphia penalty to
Koivu
number 5.
passes it off
Kim
to Petrov.
Johansson, 2 minutes for roughing. Time
Great
of the
check
penalty,
behind the
1
net
minute,
by
26
McGillis.
seconds.
Brisebois passes over to Zednik. Koivu carries it past the blue line. He sends the puck back over to Petrov. We're going to see a penalty on the Montreal Canadiens.
Over 30% off. Now's a
Well, you know, he may
great
get a few more
time
minutes in the
to
box
wear
for that
your
one.
colors with pride. The souvenir store is located on the lower level of the arena.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper.
Montreal penalty to number 20, Richard Zednik.
Tackle makes
2
a long
minutes
pass
for
over to
hooking.
Kilger.
Time of the penalty, 2
Over to the right
minutes,
wing.
39
He lets
seconds.
the slap shot go. Great save. He's taken up where he left off last period. Passes it over to Rive. He takes the slap shot. Save. Czechmanek. Blocker save. That's going to get him a penalty for roughing.
And it looks like they're going to get a power play opportunity off of this one, Bill. He looks pretty darn comfortable down in that penalty box, Bill.
Yeah, they should charge him rent.
Philadelphia penalty to number 87.
The man advantage
Donald Brashear,
situation
2
is
minutes
over.
For roughing. Time of the penalty,
McGillis
3
moves it
minutes,
over to
22
Roenick.
seconds.
He's all over breakaway. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great save. Audette brings the puck up. McKay brings it past the blue line. Recchi takes it past the red line. Sends it to Leclerc. He's got to continue to make saves like that to keep them in this contest.
Recording devices of any kind are not permitted in the arena. This includes cameras and video recorders. Thank you for your cooperation.
Impressive goaltending is nothing new for this guy. Theodore has the lowest goals against average of any NHL goalie with 1.97. Let's see that again from a different angle.
Theodore is really using the glove well here.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore. The penalty has now expired. Bulis carries it over the red line. He slides it to Tchaikovsky. Brings the puck up through the zone. He passes it off over to Bulis. Penalty over. Passes it to the right wing. Gilmore passes to the defenseman. Markov brings it past the red line. Carries it over the blue line. He lets the slap shot go. That one careened off his helmet. Hey, buddy, what's your name? Dackle centers it to Gilmore. He is determined to get out of here in regulation.
Everyone needs to contribute to win. The Flyers can't keep relying on one guy to take them all the way to the Stanley Cup.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Therian brings the puck to the zone. Takes it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Blocked out front. And he blows the whistle for a penalty.
And that will get them an extra attacker.
Face-off to the right of Czechmanek.
Philadelphia penalty to number 39, Marty Murray. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 47
Audette
seconds.
moves it back over to Markov. He passes it to McKay. Oh, and he missed the pass. Perreault sends it to his defenseman. Audette, power play goal by McKay.
Well, this goalie isn't exactly a brick wall this year. Their coach is not happy about that last shift, Bill.
And he shouldn't be, given the result, Mike. A quick one-timer by McKay.
Montreal goal.
Anzus
Scored on
carries
the
it
power
past the
play
red line.
by number 21.
Brings it
Randy
over the blue line.
McKay. Assist to number 82, Donald
Zednik
Audette.
gets it over
And
to
number
Petrov.
79,
Gets it over to the
Andre
left wing.
Markov. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 40 seconds.
Zednik sends it back over to Sure. He sends it to Brisebois. Petrov brings it past the blue line. Zednik plays it up to the center. Boy, he makes the hard saves look easy. Travers sends it to the left wing. He slides it to Koivu. McGillis sends it off over to Ranheim. Murray sends it over to Brendel. Quintal makes a long pass over to Gilmore. Czechmanek passes to the defenseman. It's intercepted by Gilmore. He lets the backhand shot go. Knocked down in front by Czechmanek.
Czechmanek needs some work on his stick handling skills. He can make good passes, but needs to control the puck in front of him.
Take it away, Mike.
Czechmanek is a good goalie, but you'd never know it from his goals against average.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Primo passes it to the right wing. Williams takes it past the red line. Gagne sends it up to the center. Primo sends it over to the right wing. Fastest glove in the league. Goulas brings it over the red line. Carries it over the blue line. Juno sends it to his defenseman. Saved by Chickmanic. And they blow the whistle as the goalie covers up. When the rest of the defense fails, it's nice to have this guy to fall back on. Theodore leads all goalies in lowest goals against average with 1 point, 965. Hey, Mike, what does the replay show?
Theodore uses the glove to wipe away that shot.
Roenick leads his team in face-off percentage. Perron moves it back over to Brisebois. Roenick is the team leader in face-off percentage. Roenick sends it up over to Leclerc. Johansson passes it to the right wing. Carries it past the blue line. Bone-crushing hit by Brisebois. Audette takes the puck up. McKay sends it over to the right wing. Johansson passes it to Recchi. Takes it past the blue line. Checked hard by Souray. McKay takes the puck up through the zone. He passes it up the center. Perreault brings it over the blue line. He passes it on to Traverse. That was a great stop by Chickmanic. Roenick carries it over the red line. Quintal slides it over to Audette. McGillis sends it back over to Desjardins. Fedora brings it past the blue line. Brashear passes to Hansus. He takes the slap shot. Perreault brings the puck up. Carries it over the blue line. Short pass to Audette. Hanzus plays it up to the center. Fedora brings it past the red line. Passes it over to Brashear. Gilmore brings the puck up through the zone. Carries it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Saved by Chickmanic. Takes the shot. Saved by Chickmanic. Brashear takes the puck up. Rivet passes it to the right wing. Dackel sends it back to the defenseman. Kilger carries it past the red line. Gilmore sends it over to the right wing. Dackel, unbelievable! The Montreal Canadiens capture the lead in the middle frame.
You know, he's been having a tough time out there stopping anything. Oh, yeah, a little justification for the old coach and his strategy, eh?
I don't think he's that old, Mike. A cross-ice pass and one-timer by Gilmore.
And that one bounced right in off the goalie and into the net.
Montreal goal scored
Juno
by number
passes it to
93,
Boulas.
Doug Gilmore. Assist to number 24, Andreas Dackel. And to number 25, Chad
They get caught
Kilger.
offside.
Time of goal, 15.
As this game is proving,
41
the team to
seconds.
watch for in exciting scoring are the Canadiens.
The Canadiens love to score. Let's see if they can keep up with them.
Murray sends it to Ranheim. Takes it past the blue line. Weinrich passes it over to the left wing. Brings it over the blue line.
After
The whistle
today's
blows
game, don't
for
forget to
offside.
Pick up your cross-ice coupon. The cross-ice coupon is good for $5 off hockey
Mike,
equipment at
I think
all
that this game is
participating
showing us
sporting
the
goods
offensive
stores.
strength of the Canadiens.
The Canadiens are an offensive powerhouse. Let's see how many they score today.
Primo plays it up to the center. Gagne moves it back to Williams. Brisebois passes it to the right wing. Petrov takes it past the red line. McAllister passes to the defenseman. Brisebois carries it over the red line. Primo sends it over to the right wing. Williams brings the puck to the zone. Travers passes it off over to Petrov. He lets the slap shot go. McAllister sends it to the left wing. Gagne brings it over the red line. Sent back to Primo. That was a terrific save by Theodore. Koivu carries it past the red line. Centers it to Petrov. What a save! Rivet sends it to his defenseman.
1 minute remaining.
Markov passes to Zednik. Brings it past the red line. Brings it past the blue line. He sends it over to Petrov. He relays it to Rivet. Over to the right wing. Petrov sends it back to Markov. And he takes a wrist shot. He's coming up big to keep them in the hunt.
Sergio Bustamante is playing our concert bowl next month. Tickets for this avant-garde performance will be available
Like tonight,
soon.
you'll
Stay
face a lot of
tuned for
scoring when you
details.
take on the Canadiens.
The Canadiens always seem to find the back of the net. They're so deadly on the attack.
Face off to the left of Checkmatic. after 2, advantage. The Montreal Canadiens, 3-2. Hey, Mike, let's see if the stats reflect the scoreboard.
The Canadiens are winning. They've had better luck converting their opportunities. Well, Bill, it's no surprise that the team with the most shots is winning. The Flyers are trying to get their team motivated. They're hitting everything in sight.
We're ready to start up the next period. Ronak moves it back over to McGillis. Brings the puck up. Petrov carries it past the blue line. He sends it back to Brisebois. He takes the slap shot. That's an easy save for him. Offsides is called. As usual, this guy is trying to put his whole body into defense tonight. Surek leads his team in hits with 76. Perrault takes it past the blue line. Audette sends it back over to McKay. Moves it back over to Quintal. Looks like we're going to see a penalty called on the Philadelphia Flyers.
Well, that penalty's going to put them on the power play. The Canadiens love a power play opportunity, Bill.
They're definitely among the league's best in converting, Mike. This faceoff is left of the goal.
Philadelphia penalty to
Toivonen
number
moves it
14,
to Saray.
Justin Williams. 2 minutes.
And he takes a
hooking.
wrist shot.
Time of the penalty, 1 minute.
He moves it over to
34
Zednik.
seconds.
Koivu passes it over to the left wing. And he takes a wrist shot. He's got no problem making the save. Theodore sends it off over to Brisebois. Takes the puck up through the zone. Petrov carries it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Koivu passes it to the right wing. And he takes a wrist shot. The penalty has now expired. Zednik keeping their momentum going for the season. A goal for the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, he's letting goals go through like a sieve this year. You know, their coach looks like he wants to make some major changes.
The goalie couldn't get back across the crease to stop that one time by Koivu.
Montreal goal scored by number
Perrault
11,
sends
Saku
over to Audette.
Koivu. Assist to number 20, Richard Zednik. That was the 100th assist of his career. And to number
Czechmanek
14,
was impressive in the
Oleg
last play, huh?
Petrov. Time of the
Opponents
goal,
are starting to
3
adjust to
minutes,
Chetchmanik's
40
game.
seconds.
He needs to prove he can handle whatever they throw at him.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore. Murray sends it up to Brendel. He made a great save. Audette brings the puck up through the zone. Takes it past the red line. McKay passes it to Perrault. Renhan carries it over the red line. Travers sends it up to the center. Audette brings it over the red line. He lets the slap shot go. Williams takes the puck up. He passes it to Gagne. He takes the backhand shot. That was a great stop by Theodore. Rivet passes it to Audette. Carries it past the red line. Perrault. It's a goal. Audette scores top shelf.
This goalie is routinely out of position, so giving up goals is nothing new for him. He's got to be pleased with his team's execution of the game plan.
Audette was all alone with the goalie because the defender had to commit and choose someone else.
Just not enough time for the goalie to get his arm up and cover the top of the net.
Roenick leads his team in face-off percentage.
Montreal goal scored
Roenick
by number
passes
82,
it over to the left wing.
Donald Audette. Assist to number 94,
Leclerc
Yannick
brings it past the blue
Perrault.
line.
And to number 52, Craig Rivet. Time of
Markov
goal,
brings
6
the puck through the
minutes,
zone.
11 seconds.
Brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. He lets the backhand shot go. Save. And he takes a wrist shot. Roenick passes it to the right wing. Recchi brings it past the red line. He sends it up the center. He takes a snapshot. Save by Theodore. Roenick sends it over to the right wing. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Terrien. Kilger takes the puck up through the zone. Takes it past the blue line. Dackel, Gilmore scores up high. Gilmore leads his team in game-winning goals with 4. Gilmore scores on a breakaway, rubbing in the fact that his opponents gave him an offensive advantage.
He went top shelf on that one all the way.
Montreal goal scored by number 93, Doug
Juno
Gilmour.
slides it
Assist
over to Bullis.
to number 24, Andreas
takes the slap
Dackel.
shot.
And to number 25, Chad
This
Bilger.
is
Time of
checked
the
by
goal,
Brashear.
8 minutes,
He
7
makes the
seconds.
save.
The Canadiens are so quick. You got to be fast to keep up with their game.
He's got a face-off to the left of Esch. He sends it up the middle to Juno. What a save! Esch just got his glove on the puck. Williams sends it to the left wing. Gagne passes it to the right wing. He gave up his body to make that save. Cherkovsky passes over to Juno. Takes it past the red line. Carries it past the blue line. Passes over to the left wing. And he takes a wrist shot. Brisebois passes it over to Soure. Brings the puck up through the zone. Juno sends it over to the right wing. And he takes a wrist shot. Boy, he makes the hard saves look easy. Johansson passes it over to the left wing. Brashear brings it past the blue line. Hanzus sends it over to Weinrich. Brisebois takes the puck up. Bullis carries it over the red line. Weinrich brings the puck to the zone. Fedora brings it over the blue line. Brashear moves it back to Desjardins. Markov passes it off over to Koivu. McGillis sends it back over to Desjardins. He takes the backhand shot. Pass over to Williams. Desjardins sends it in front of the net. Brings the puck up, brings it over the red line. McAllister passes to the defenseman. Travers brings it past the red line. He sends it off over to Dackel. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Esch.
Therian turns him into road pizza, leveling him to the ice. Therian plays an aggressive style of hockey. By being aggressive, he can create scoring chances for his team.
Roenick is the team leader in face-off percentage. Roenick takes the puck up through the zone. Carries it over the blue line. Recchi moves it back to McAllister.
The Canadiens' strengths are experience and maturity.
Roenick leads his team in face-off percentage. Roenick sends it to his defenseman. He passes it to Leclerc. Passes to Roenick. Audette brings the puck up through the zone. Takes it past the blue line. He centers it over to Perrault.
South African soccer star Joel Burgess.
Let's face it, the Canadiens have a great history. Montreal knows good hockey. They hope to bring another cup home for their fans.
Registering your child for the Burgess Soccer Clinic.
Murray passes over to Brendel. Takes it past the red line. Ranheim moves it over to Murray. Long pass to Brendel. Markov sends it off to Kilger. Desjardins makes a long pass over to Ranheim. Rivet takes the puck up. Gilmore carries it past the blue line. Travers brings the puck to the zone. McGillis sends it up to Brashear. Brings the puck up. Passes it to the right wing. That wrist shot got him the goal.
You know, it's not very often this goalie lets one in like that.
Fedoruk is the team leader in game-winning goals with 3. A short wrist by Fedoruk.
All the way from the boards on that assist.
Philadelphia goal scored by number
Leclerc
29.
passes it to the right wing.
Fedoruk. Assist to number 87.
Perry sends it back over to McAllister.
And to number 3, Daniel McGilly.
The Philadelphia Flyers are behind right now, but in general are poised to take the next step. What's your take?
Now, the Flyers play their best hockey on the road. If they can start winning more at home, they're a shoo-in for the postseason.
Roenick is the team leader in face-off percentage. Roenick brings it past the blue line. Leclerc moves it back over to Therrien. Into the corner by Leclerc. They blow the whistle as he covers the puck. Tonight there's been some good, solid defense by Leclerc.
Leclerc can single-handedly change the flow of a game. Being aggressive isn't always bad.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. Primo sends it back to Johansson. He lets the backhand shot go. Save made by Theodore. Gagne just gets robbed by Theodore. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore. Koivu sends it to Zednik. Petrov carries it past the red line. Passes it to Koivu. Sure passes it over to Zednik.
1 minute remaining in the
Koivu
third
passes
period.
it to Petrov. And he's checked by Weinrich. Here's a player who, as usual, is providing a physical edge to tonight's game. Weinrich is the team leader in hits with 90. Face-off to the left of Esch. Bone-crushing hit by Gagne. Williams carries it over the red line. He passes it to the left wing. That save kept a 3-goal lead. Impressive goaltending is nothing new for this guy. Theodore has the lowest goals against average of any NHL goalie with 1 point, 966. Mike, can you shed some light on that last play?
Theodore is really using the glove well here.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. Primo moves it back to Desjardins. The Montreal Canadiens get the win by a score of 6-3. Anything that sticks out in this game, Mike?
There's no question a humiliation like this does sting, but they'll be ready to play the next game. The Flyers remained in last place in the Atlantic Division.
Thanks for watching, and good night from the First Union Center.
And now, for the 3 stars of the game, the number 3 star, Randy McKay. The number 2 star, Donald Audette. The number 1 star, Doug Gilmore.